Hello and welcome back to Railroad Tycoon 2. We are doing the scenario, what scenario is it called again? When the Walls Fall or something like that? I can't believe I've forgotten the name of it. Terrible. It'll be in the title anyway. Anyway, we have got to, let's take a quick look at the briefing just to refresh your memories. We are essentially building up personal wealth whilst also connecting Warsaw to Aalborg, which we've already done, and Venice and Istanbul. So, a quick recap of how we got on. We started around here from, again, I'm going to butcher the pronunciations. I am recording this a couple of weeks in advance because I do need a backlog of videos for later on in the year. But we started off around here and basically just, sorry, I'm not even going to try and pronounce them. We have gone crazy on industry is kind of the point, actually. Is the point I want to get across here. As you see, we've got lots of grain, coal, chemicals, fertilizer, iron. We've got the steel mill here. We then expanded over here into Germany with Berlin. We've even got the auto plant producing because we have purchased, this is our only non-profitable business, which is the port up here, so that we can take the tires as well as dispose of the autos. So that is quite nice. But yeah, generally speaking, everything is going extremely well. We've connected all the way down here to Bratislava. Last time we went up through Lithuania and Vilnius to Minsk. And we've even up here in Latvia. So there we go, we're doing well. This time we are going to finish this scenario. And we are going to connect all the way up through to Moscow. And then from Moscow up to Vologda, where we are going to put a station here. We're going to connect to this coal as well, a little station out there. Then we're going to go all the way to St. Petersburg, where we can supply this electric plant. We then also are connected to the uranium. And I think any of you who are particularly observant from last time, if we supply Warsaw's the only place that actually demands uranium, the power plant, the nuclear plant that is there. We're going to take basically the waste from here and the uranium from there, and we're going to take it all the way down to Warsaw. And we're going to do that through pretty much a straight line down here. We're going to have it connect actually through here, probably, and then make a route this way, because I think we have further expansion opportunities this way to grab the uranium there, and we even have a landfill right there. Just how good is that? So yeah, we could actually have two landfills going here, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to supply this landfill rather than that landfill when I do connect up here. So we've got quite a to-do list. That's just our immediate to-do list. I still need to connect to Istanbul and Venice, but I may connect to them in name only, as it were. That may not be very practical. We do need to buy back shares. We need to just continue making the company better. Our industry income is about 1.1 million, but we do pay just under 600,000 in interest due to the sheer number of bonds. So if at any point we do get a better rate on bonds, I will be very happy. Now, I've already made the connection here to Russia, the Russian Federation. So once the years end, actually, and we've got some more income, I might issue one bond and see if I can get that connection going right away. So let's finish the year. There we go. Finishing strong. 4 million, 2.2 in profit. Only at 5. There we go. That's pretty damn nice. Do we want double track? I think we might be able to get away with single track here. I'm pretty much just going to be taking aluminium up for the most part. It's also extremely flat along here, I think you'll all find. So, yeah. It is completely flat. If we can get this just right, you know, we can do pretty well from this. I quite like this route here. That sets up nicely for further expansion. I did not electrify this at all, did I? Oh, that's frustrating. Alright, let's do this again. This time electrify everything. We'll double up the start here. There we go. We just about have enough for a station, so we are going to need one bond then. 7% is not so bad, especially with the return that we're going to get from this. Do you know what, we can probably get by with a medium one. Yeah. Waste not, wants not. Save a tiny bit of money. There it is. Good. Alright. We're also going to need to replace these trains because the breakdown chances are getting awful. We're nearing 10% on some of them. I am not in the mood for a lot of breakdowns. Okay, there we go. You're going to go from Minsk. We'll grab 2 passengers. And you know what, we'll go for... You'll take 2 passengers. Yeah, and 2 goods. And there we go. So that's our first leg here. I think that's well worth one bond, because this should be fairly profitable. Yeah, look at that. 389 plus whatever we get back as well. So let's kind of time this as well. So we've done this in January. It should be fairly quick because it's completely flat, and there's very few turns as well. So we should be looking at maximum speeds, I would say here. We could get a Eurostar going here because it's so flat. That would be kind of funny. Boom times ahead. Well, that's great for the stock price, isn't it? That's also really good for our bond. Alright guys, this is it. This is where we repay all the high bonds. We have not had 5% ever. This is also maybe where we start. Yeah, we can really lower the interest rates. In fact, we're pretty much taking about 200,000 off a year. And that's going to be very good for our bottom line. We have so many bonds, it's ridiculous. We don't have enough cash because I need to issue the bond itself. Oh, yes. Is this as satisfying for anybody else as it is for me? Because I'm very happy with this. Every single one here, please. Thank you. Right, now, something that I should probably do is actually issue a bunch of bonds and make this connection now. I'm going to wait until we've actually gotten what we want up here. Once we have a bit more money as well. How are we looking at for passengers? Really good. Moscow's going to supply a lot, so we'll probably get 2, probably 3 going up there. Could be quite nice, actually. We're also going to need a customs house, I just realised. So I wouldn't mind getting that going now. Because there's 6 carriages there, so we can halve those times. Everybody's in bloody customs. Right, there we go. Don't even need the sanding tower yet. There we go, right. Sanding tower, roundhouse. Done. Right, you take 2 passengers. And take them away. This is June, halfway through the year. So yeah, it's about supplying 1 a year, I would say. Okay, good. Right, let's continue issuing these bonds. We'll grab a couple more. And we'll build another single track going up this way. I need to think kind of how I'm going to do this. That looks about right to me. Yep. This way. And then you're going to put this out here. Is it worth doing that? Might be. We could get even more coal. Depends how many trains I want, hang on, going across. I could really supply that thing up. Don't think I will, though. I think I'd rather get the 2 there. There's so much coal. Oh my gosh, didn't even see the ones up there before. Everywhere's coal there. Coal blimey, guess you could say. I'm gonna just put it here for now. And we'll grab the little one, the little baby station, from here to about here. We don't have enough money. Oh, do you know what? Let's not do that yet. So let's instead issue another bond. And, it's in the way of my... I have to stop recording and, that's annoying, but that's fine. Okay, sorry about that, but my little recorder's always in the way there, at the top right. So I need to use this train to do anything I want from here. This is good. We are expanding rapidly. Yeah, when you've got cheap debt like that, utilize it. Seriously, it's well worth utilizing it. It doesn't go any lower than 5% as well. So even with all the extra bonds, it's well worth it because of all the extra income we're going to be making here. So yes, this train will never go until it's got the goods there. I think we also want to consider picking up, yeah, this now. We can pick that up shortly, ideally. There we go. Buy it now. Fantastic. Okay. Aluminium mill, and it's near the year's end, so we're going to get even more money from that, from our industries. This is really good. In you come. In customs. Do you have a customs house? You do. Good. And up here. Oh, look at that. That's fantastic. Okay. Yeah, let's just have whatever for now. I'm just on a bit of a roll at the moment. There. I think a small station here will do. Yeah, that's perfect. Coal. Okay, good. Then we're going to need a bunch more. We'll wait for the year's end to come in. Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm going to issue a bond, and I'm hoping that'll be enough. Revenues are up massively. 1 million. Do we maybe want to run 2 trains from here? I think we probably do. Yeah, we're definitely going to want to run 2 trains, so we're going to need double track here. We can, it will at least. Yeah, let's run double. Double along here. 2 point what million? Okay, that's fine. No, that's fine, that's fine. 1, 2... Oi, oi, oi. We have 20 bonds outstanding. Alright, I get it, I get it, I get it, okay? So we're going to be paying like $1 million in interest every year. Okay, 3 million. Is that enough with a steel bridge as well? 2.5 million. Nearly. Let's think about the station placement as well. Needs to be about here. Okay. Alright, we've done it. We just don't have the money for the train yet. Soon enough, though. See, these are actually going to be a lot more profitable than our previous trains that we have. So that's at least something, right? We don't need to worry too much about the debt for now. But yeah, it's a shame we can't build up more. I mean, there's loads of companies with stupid sums of money on their balance sheet, so, well, whatever. We're probably going to remain fairly flat until this train here comes in. This is extremely profitable. I may actually want to pick that up first. Yeah. I'm glad I've done that. Okay, we're doing alright. We are still profitable just running normal train services. So that's good. Here we go. Right, we actually need... Oh, here we go. Oh, damn it. So close. Right, I think I might... yeah, I'll buy a little bit more, not too much. There we go. Right, we can do it now. Good. Okay, so here's the service. We're going to start off at the junction over here. We're going to pick up just 3 coal. Then we're going to go head off to the main station, which we're going to pick up some passengers in. That's going to fly over to St. Petersburg. And then, yeah, there you go. That's pretty much that. So it'll start here. I have made sure to say leave the cargo on the train as well. But if we get 2 of these going, this should work very nicely. There we go, pick that up. Oh, there's not enough passengers. That's fine. That's fine. Maybe I'll lower how much you take then. That wouldn't be a bad idea. You can still take mail though. And actually this is okay. Tell you what, that train is absolutely flying. I love it. Right, you know what? With this in mind, let's go ahead and bring in the second one. Not build, but purchase it. There we go. Take the coal. So for every 3 coal, we produce 1 waste here. So there we go. Ooh, very nice. And you're not taking very much there with you, are you? But that's okay. We've got a nice 2-for-1 split there, which means we are doing quite well, so my personal wealth should be going up as well. Yes, it is. This is excellent news. And as you see, the money's starting to really come in here. No passengers there. I think we are going to have to do something about that. We're going to reduce... Because we'll get more money for taking passengers this way. And how much have you got? You've not got a lot, but that's still making a good bit of money on the way back. Really nice. So, more businesses there. Okay, now I did say we're going to build down here. We're going to give it its own line. It's probably going to be double track. It's going to be... Is it going to be? Yes, it's going to have to be. It's going to be very expensive if we go double. I may have to just keep it as a single and say, hey, oh well. Can you not go this way? I'm gonna say, why not? Avoid, yeah, here we go. Here we go. And that's just going to be down, 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 like this. But I think I'd like it to go this way. Yeah. We're going to need a few million more though, and there's no sense in spending the money yet, unless we can get the whole shebang up and running, I think. Okay, I must say, it has been a remarkably successful and profitable journey this has been. I'm going to need to go ahead and add a roundhouse here because it's turning out this trip is a bit too much to run without any oil. There we go. Right, what are we looking at now? Absolutely sublime. 4 million we have. I think that's enough to get what we want here done. At least on single track it is, so we are going to do that. We'll replace it as we go. I'm going to go through here. I want to go down this way. Like, exactly like that. Or is it like this? Possibly like this. Yep. Works very nicely for me. And then you're going to go, yep, through here. Basically a straight line down to Warsaw. Like this. How much is this? 1.3 million. Good. We'll start off with a small station in case it's really not worth it. A large one would encompass everything there, so yep, perfect. This is it. You are definitely connected. Good. We then want a small loop going from here up around this way, like so. And then you go back down like that. Oops, that's maybe not what we were looking for. Okay, never mind. You know what, that's fine. That'll do. Okay, we've done it. We've actually made that connection. So now, we have got quite a bit here. We're going to need 2 trains for this as well. Delete all this. Oh, bloody hell, my St. Petersburg's in the way. No, I can just about reach that. That's good. Sorry, this recorder is huge. It's covering this big old square here. Basically, it's a big old rectangle. Anyway, no passengers. We are taking 2 uranium and 1 waste is all we're going to take for now. Because like I say, we're going to run multiple services. And we're going to take that down to Warsaw. You're going to... orange, that's the yellow flag, sorry. Leave cargoes on the train to be sold at a later date. You're then going to lose the uranium and go max out on waste because this produces a lot more waste. If you have a quick look here, for 1 uranium equals 2 waste. We've got 1 also on the train. Then you're going to go Warsaw Junction. And from Warsaw Junction, you're going to come back empty. There just isn't really any good way to do that unless we get this involved, but the iron there just doesn't really seem like it's worth doing. And then here we've got like a nice line set up for those 2. Great. Okay. Let's go. Remember, we're going to get a nice 1.5 million from this as well. So that's not massively profitable, but that's okay. The journey itself should be somewhat of a breeze. Recent discoveries by Dr. Bergantz have made the possibility of a maglev locomotive possible. The estimated cost to develop this prototype and make all necessary alterations except electrification of the track is 2 years at a cost of 20,000 a month. I don't want the maglev, as wonderful as that train is. That's not what we need this time round. As flat as everything is, we're not going to do that. Let's go sanding and roundhouse here. Because that's quite a trip up there. Train 10's broken down. What are you? You are a lone ranger of a train. That's fine then. Really need to replace these. I think I might do that now. Don't have enough money. I thought I did. That's fine. That's fine. Very good. I don't want to replace it whilst it's in the station, because it messes up the whole scheduling system, believe it or not. The track is blocked. That's fine. We can do this. Right, now we can. There we go. I'm glad. Glad we've done that. And away you go. Could actually have put a station here. Yeah, why didn't I do that? That's what I should be doing. Taking something down here, but then again, is there really anything worth doing? Because the passengers are going the other way. That's annoying. That's really going to hold us back for a bit. Let's stop there. Let's also bring in another one of these from St. Petersburg. Away we go. Okay, lovely, right. Everybody, we're starting to, the economy's starting to falter a little bit, which means I might start using some cash to buy back some shares shortly. And, we're going to need a customs house down here then. We don't actually have the money for it though, do we? No, not even close. Oh, there we go, the toxic waste is in there now. I didn't seem to get the, or was there a timer on that uranium? There might have actually been a timer. Oops. Never mind. So actually what we want to do here, from Warsaw Junction, we actually do want to stop somewhere, don't we? Say, over here. I mean, we have to, don't we? Alright, change of plan. Change of plan, people. Gonna build this here. Oh, nothing even there we can use. Okay, that's fine. That is what it is. Delete this. Okay, thank you very much. And then you're actually going to stop off here and at least try and pick something up. At least one passenger would be nice, wouldn't it? Well, would you look at that? There's already another house appearing here. You know what? Let's quickly make this a large station. Though the thing is, there's no room to take that any passengers back because of the sheer amount of waste we have here. That's lucrative. We'll take you straight away then. 110. Ooh. That's not bad, is it? No. Then you're going to be well supplied as well. So, fan-frickin-tastic. We are going to want to think about double tracking up here, especially this section, because this is going to be highly in very high use soon. There we go. Do we maybe want a third one of these trains? Because it does seem like we are really supplying this quite nicely. I'm going to say probably. Don't have the money though. Well, never mind. Okay, looks like we have another year in the books. This is excellent. Let's see what we've got. Profits are down, but that's also because the economy is in fact cooling. Let's take a look at the profits though. 172,000. That has already made more money than I was expecting in this space of time. You two are about to bump into each other, so let's just start doubling up where we can. But really, at this point, I want to start buying back some stock whilst the economy is not looking great. With my cash, that's quite good use of our cash, I'd say. We'll own a bigger percentage of the company. What are we at now? Probably a third or so. This is nice though, we're not really in debt much either. As in, we've not used margins. Yeah, no leverage at all. That's really nice. Oh, there we go. The Warsaw Nuclear Commission has awarded your company a $1.3 million contract. Enjoy. I will. Thank you. Okay. We may again. Let's do it. Let's buy back some more stock with it. That is the best thing I think we can do for now. And we will continue expanding soon. Speaking of expansion, we should probably look into making a connection with, I think it's all across Ukraine actually. So we'll go ahead and get the rights there because we will want that at some point. Let's also, no, we don't have the money. Gonna say double track it up, but not just yet. Yeah, this is definitely warrants 3 trains. How are we looking for profitability here? 30,000. What about here? That is good. We want to pick up that uranium mine before someone else does. But yeah, most of the profit is coming from the actual nuclear plant itself. I'm loving this little loop here. for some of the trains. There we go. That does go across though, but that's okay. And then these ones here, they're going to go back up to here. We'll have a few trains for that. Okay, we've got a recession ahead, so we really do... I think at the end of the year, we're just going to look into buying back shares. That is our most efficient use of our cash. In fact, dare I say, I might grab a few now. Buy back some stock, yes. Yeah, this is the right way to do it. When you've got cash, while your share price is suppressed, that's what you want to do. Then once the economy is doing better, we can then expand some more with that cash. But the fact is, our end of year cash is so good. Industries hold up really well, thankfully. During a recession, not so much in real life, but in this they do. Usually industry is not doing well, or industrial related companies are usually a sign of a recession, actually, if I'm not mistaken. How are we looking over here? Okay. I'd love to get some passengers across there too. That could be extremely profitable. Yeah, we're going to need to, I think, quite a few routes. I'm thinking passengers... Oh! Because you chose not to fund the maglev, you may only purchase the system through the Bergen's transport. This will be a licensing fee of 600,000. Will you pay? It'll be offered to you again in 3 years. Nope, we don't want it. It's very expensive. Very good. But that's not the approach we're taking here. 4.4 million in profit despite... Wow, almost 8 million. But that's still a massive increase. Very good. Yeah. Yep, buy back the shares. I know I still need to make the connections down here. I am well aware of that. And we will do something about that. Okay, economy crashes. Have to make sure that we're not over-leveraged. No, we've got lots of purchasing power ourselves. Loads of it, actually. May want to really splash out. Yeah, this is the time to... This is the time to really go in. Buy back the stock. Yeah, go in like that. Now how are we looking? Almost at half the company. In fact, look at our wealth. It's gone up a lot. Well, that's because... but there's still, that's about 10 million. So when the economy's doing well next time, we're pretty much going to get there. But I just need to make those diplomatic connections. I've not actually fulfilled these at all, but I'm probably just going to throw some single track down there to both of these places. A direct line, maybe. Although it's very expensive to build over mountains, so maybe that's not a good idea. Okay, and another year gone by. I think it's time to try and get across here. I do wonder if we can actually afford to do it, though. We only need Ukraine. We've got every right that we need. Question is, how much does this cost? Do you know what? That's nowhere near as bad as I was thinking. That's not even close to what I was thinking it was going to be. Hell yeah. Alright. We've got a station here. Another one here. We probably want to build... I think so, because we can actually make... We've got a large station here, so Warsaw actually has... Well, it should produce passengers at some point. But it would be nice to pick up maybe one on the way there. I think that's a good idea. It's here. And then, of course, we need the end point as well. We probably want to make this diagonal. What about if we do this? Yeah, that's it. Do we want the iron? Is Hommel... What's it got? No, it doesn't have anything like that, so we're not going to do that. So we're going to just make it... Put it here. Lovely. All it demands is waste. Okay, we just need the money for an actual damn train now. And then we're there. We could have this cut straight across. But, no, we won't do that. We'll just have it join the lane. As normal. Still need to replace some of those other trains as well. I have been continuing to keep my own share price propped up by purchasing my own shares a little bit during this time. Hopefully we see the economy turn around soon, and then we're going to be very well poised to, to really go crazy here. These can produce up to 100,000 in profit each. Have a look here, 126,000. The electric plant's doing very well also. Okay, finally we can get a train going here. So we're going to start it from here. We're going to grab, 2 uranium, and then it's going to go to Homil Junction, 2 more there. Keep everything on the train from Homil Junction, from Homil itself. No, same again. Throw passengers on top of that, because, you know, you'd feel safe behind a bunch of uranium, wouldn't you? We'll then go to Warsaw, where that will all go. We will then take as much waste as we can carry. There's going to be loads of waste there, all the way back over here, and that's going to completely disappear, and that's it. That's how it's going to work. All right, very good. So off you go. This is working. This should be a very fast train, I should hope. We are barely profitable in throughout the year, I should point out, when the economy is not doing well. But this is going well so far for now. Economic recovery. Okay, signs of economic life have returned as the depression has turned into near recession. That's a good sign. That's a really good sign. It's time to maybe buy a few more shares. Keep doing this, because we are going to crush it. Right, lovely. This is exactly what we want. How are we doing there? Very good. Oils. We'll get some oil there, I suppose. We've got oil there already, actually. Okay, good. Oh, lovely. You actually do take a passenger back to St. Petersburg. That's a bit of profits. Did I do that for all of you? I don't think I have. Yeah, I haven't. Look. To Warsaw Junction. Yes, that's right. That's fine. And then you also take this. Are these trains all a bit bunched up? They might be a little bit bunched up, but should be fine. You're really mighty fast, aren't you? But in you come anyway. This is good. Yes, we can easily get ourselves another train now. Sand is fine because it's all so flat. And you know what? I think at this point it's time to get that second one going. And also, these trains have to be full. That's the other thing. Just these 2 need to be full. Good. Oh, this is good. In customs, we do have the customs house, like I say. So that should be fine. And we'll also, over here at the end, the economy is back on track. Very nice. That is really good. So, roundhouse, sanding tower. Just so it doesn't get cut short sort of right before the end. But that's only going to make the nuclear power plants even more profitable. We'll also have these uranium mines going as well. I think I am tempted to buy back a bunch more stock. No, I need to start thinking about how I get down to somewhere like, say, Istanbul. We are going to have to just make a load of connections here. I could go from Ukraine through Hungary to through Slovenia. That is a pretty good option, actually. Slovenia is dirt cheap. Hungary, where is it? There it is. We'll hold off on that. How much is Italy? 300. Are there other ways I can use my money? Probably. Yeah, we're looking good here. Share value. Look at this. Although the amount of cash I don't have is a bit of a concern. So I might go change the dividend. I may buy back some stock. Or I may just wait and if and are about the whole damn thing. It's probably more likely what's going to happen. Really have to hope we don't end on a recession here. Because that could absolutely cripple me. Do you know what, actually? I'm going to purchase both these uranium mines now. Because they are going to be very productive. Look at this! 600,000! That's massive. Very profitable. Oh, train 15. Why does it have to be one of these? That is most unfortunate. Okay. We're going back to St. Petersburg. You can wait then. You can wait. Okay, lovely. Economy forecast, yes, economy growing. That means we're going to see much more profitability. We can also connect up here. This doesn't cost that much actually to go double track. It's the electric track that is the stuff that takes a while. Okay, this is fine. Come on, come on, come on. You know what? Just go. There we go. Right, everybody's back and moving again. I do wonder if we maybe want a second one of these trains or not. How are you doing? You've got 2 there. That's fine. That was absolutely flying. That's a lot of money. Quite a profitable year, actually. That is pretty much 1 full year you've taken there. We will add a customs house there. 600,000. Oh my gosh, yes, 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 yes. Nope, don't care about that. Do not want the maglev. Okay, that's a lot of money. Come on, let's see it. There we go. St. Petersburg 145. Uranium power. There we go. That is nonsense. Alright, let's think about meeting the parameters of success, shall we? So we need to connect to Bulgaria. I'm sure I just saw it there, actually. Nope, I did not. Who knows what I'm saying, right? Hungary. No, it was Hungary, sorry. Hungary. I even knew it as I said it. And then obviously the rights to Italy too, because obviously it's, I mean, you know, how else would we do it? Okay, this is our closest connection. Let's just go wooden bridge and all that. We can go this way. That's quite pricey. Oh, that's because it's electric track. Jeez, that almost set me back, didn't it? Could have something going on down here, but I don't really want to compete. Alright, to be honest with you, there's Venice. Alright, there we go. And a connection in... There we go. We are now connected there. And then finally, we've got to get through a load of countries down here. And then I need to sort of work out a way to get myself out of a hole. We still need to... I will still carry on building stations and trying to get some passengers across or something, just to sort of get ourselves a bit more money. We only have 7 years now, which sounds like a long time, but it is not. We will need to make sure we pick up that landfill, because that will be very profitable next year, because it's just had its first batch of waste there. I'm going to carry on buying my shares. That is really quite nice. But we do need to connect all the way down here. We've got Ukraine. I don't think that connection would work. There's Romania, which is actually very cheap to make the connection, so there it is. So Romania, Bulgaria, and then Turkey itself is right at the top. That is virtually free. And we'll do the same thing again next year. We'll just throw it down once we've got all of that money in. I'm so glad we've done this. That's a real game changer, all that waste. 600k a pop, or let's say 500, especially by the time it gets there. What numbers are we looking at now here? 200,000 a year. I'll take it. I won't say no to it. These are already turning a profit as well. Nice, and they'll get up to about 100,000 each, I reckon. Okay, it's time to keep replacing some of these trains here that are quite old. So, really better do that, to be honest. There we go. They are very old trains, aren't they? Just one more left here, but I think this one we can probably get away with. It's kind of a lower priority train. Yeah, we'll make it a historical piece, I suppose. Oh, a train wreck. That's not good. Okay, what are we looking at here then? So there's still one waste. I think what we'll do is we'll just bring this train back, but we'll start it from St. Petersburg. Seems like the way to go here. What are we looking at there? Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Okay. More or less the same sort of result anyway. Okay, profit's still looking like it's around 3 million. We've not had a real high since that year we got the bonus. I think that was the contract itself that for the uranium that got us that bonus there. Let's start building out from here, trying to avoid the rivers if we can. We'll have to go through this one regardless. So if we can maybe go here, we can really cut the price down if we avoid the mountains and hills and stuff. Start with that. Yep, that's the way to go. And then from here... Oops. There we go. This technically counts, right? Yes? I believe it does. Do we want to utilise this at all? Maybe Bucharest? But the thing is, there's going to be no passengers available, are there? Because they're hogging them all. There we go. Ah, joy, Istanbul. Okay, so since we don't need any more goodwill, I think it's time to start looking at possibly, getting a different manager in. We can see here we get quicker station turnaround, but we also get 5% more all passenger and cargo revenue. Basically a full 5% to our revenue. That would be a couple of 100,000 now. Is that worth paying you? I think it is, actually. We could have track maintenance down. Let's have a quick look at the costs of our track maintenance from, say, last year. Engine maintenance, track maintenance about $1 million, down 10% 100k. I think we'd get a bigger saving from the revenue boost here. And we are going to continue our expansion because we do need to continue growing to keep that share price kind of flowing in the right direction. And we're going to do that by expanding down here. So let's make sure we're going a nice flat route. Yep, there we go. Looks good to me. Let's connect up here. Perfect. Okay, there's a lot going on here, but we're just going to have this set up as simple passengers. Very good. We'll start here, actually, because there's a lot you need, but I'm not seeing much, though, although we'll micromanage this for now. This is only wanting passengers, apparently, but okay. Got some bauxite mine there. We could also take the 2 bauxite mines to the aluminium hill if we wanted. Not sure if we will do that, but let's just get something going here. Chemicals, there's everything here. A little bit of everything. Something for everyone. Either way, away it goes. I've suspended the dividend, I don't blame you for now. Just trying to get that little bit more income. Oh wow, that's taken quite a hit there. But no, there we go. That's looking real nice. Can we buy back some more stock? Right. Oh, that's it. We have 20 million. We should have completed the scenario now. We should have completed the scenario. Please. Please. Split 2 for 1. Nothing. Hey, there we go. Hail the Conqueror. Well, Tycoon at any rate, you've managed to bridge the market gap with ease. Fine, fine job. Well done, us.
My, oh my. First North America, then Europe. All on track to success. Good job. Now, one last realm remains to be dealt with. The exotic Far East. Cultural, political, as well as economic hurdles stand in your way, as this part of the world wants to match the economic might of the Western world.
Well, you heard him. Okay, this should be interesting. This is... I was never able to get the gold back in the day, but I have learnt about a little trick at the start of the game to get you started, so you'll have to see that next time on the croissants or crumpet scenario. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I shall see you all next time.